Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm using mystical moments for our reading today. I'll choose 3 cards and I'll also read the base of the pack. We're on Friday the 13th and it is such a lucky day. It's the day of the divine feminine, the sacred feminine. So, and 1 and 3 is 4, which is fortitude and balance, and the 4 of Wands in the tarot card deck is divine abundance and happy family life and contentment. So today there's so much to celebrate. Look for things today that uplift you. Celebrate the divine feminine, pick flowers, go out into nature, and really connect with Mother Earth. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. There we have the 4 of Wands. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. And then the King of Swords. So the 4 of Wands is exactly what we've just been talking about. It is the balance. It is happy, content, family life. They are there on the roof of their home. They've travelled through all the rooms of their home, which symbolise ourselves, our home, our environment. It is metaphysically as we are within us. So they've travelled through all their rooms and they're now on the roof, which represents the crown, and they are reaching up to the heavens and dancing in pure happiness. So this is a card of beautiful contentment, happy family life, and it is the card that symbolises today the divine feminine and her home, her nurturing, her family. It's all here. And this is also a card of prosperity as well. So everything that we're passionate about now coming into our lives. So this is the energy of the day. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. So the 5 of Pentacles is one of feeling isolated. She's moving away. She's in that cage there. So she's feeling that she hasn't got anyone, that she is being ostracized, she's not being included. You can see she's moving from that building there with lights on, so she's traveling away. But this is a good card because it's movement into a better place that's more in alignment with us. So we're going through these challenges just now. We have the lunar eclipse in Scorpio, the full moon, the blood moon. So that is immense energy. So things are going to be coming to the surface on any level. It could be physical, it could be emotional, mental, it could be things that are happening in our lives that we're having to revisit. And this moon phase is bringing it to the surface for us. We have Mercury in retrograde in Gemini. So when Mercury goes in retrograde, it's an optical illusion. It's the way that we are seeing it from Earth. So that in itself tells us to be aware of illusions, to be mindful, because it's in Gemini, to be mindful of how we communicate, to be mindful of how we are speaking to ourselves and what we are actually taking in. Words carry energy. So there's a lot of big energy, intense energy. And then Jupiter has moved into Aries. So Aries is the fire planet of the new beginnings. So, and it's expanding there. And in Aries, with it being a fire planet, it shines light onto our manifestations so that we can see them clearly. But Mercury in retrograde just tells us to just be careful. Don't rush into anything. Make sure everything, that we look through everything, every email, every message before we send it, to be really mindful of how we are communicating. So this is the Five of Pentacles, and the fives are always challenging. So this is a challenging time, and there's lots of red there, and this is the blood moon, and the blood moon is it's our life force energy. Our blood is our life force energy, and metaphysically it's our joy. It's also the root chakra. So we're being asked to look at where we are allowing situations outside of us to where we are allowing it to rob us of joy, rob us of peace of mind. This is coming from the root, from our lineage also, so old patterns and thought forms coming up that we can easily fall back into during this time, to be really mindful. This is why Mercury is in retrograde, to help us to really focus, and anything that we focus on with intent really sends that energy out there. So to come from any areas that are causing us to feel loss, or that we're on our own or lonely. She's feeling that she is out there in that snow, in the cold. So if we're feeling out in the cold, know that it's an old emotion coming to the surface that we may have suppressed. Because when we are feeling these feelings, when we go into any kind of fear, it's easy to go into fight or flight, or that danger response. Now we're being asked to come back in and love ourselves while we're feeling like this. Love ourselves no matter what we're facing at this time, to stay in that love and allow anything to come to the surface and allow it to dissolve, not to push it down, not to feel that we are inadequate in any way, shape or form, to sit with it and love ourselves anyway, no matter what we're going through. And that alchemizes it. When we suppress it and we go off into positive thinking, and we suppress it all with the positive attitude, sometimes it gets stuck there because we don't want to face it. So things coming up now for us to face, which is good, because as it comes up and we face it, because the universe has brought it straight to us now, there's nowhere for us to hide from it. And as it brings it to us and we step in and through that illusion that we're not on our own, we are divinely surrounded and supported by a force, a divine force that's far more powerful than anyone who walks the earth. That we have a beautiful future, because now we are knowing, we have the knowledge of manifesting. And so now we know what we don't want. We don't want this. It may be coming up in any way, shape or form. It might not be feelings of isolation. It might be feelings of fear, having to face something that is causing anxiety. But once we face and go through it, we see the positives. We see how strong we are, that we are not on our own. And from this is a good card. Things coming up, so that through this blood moon portal that we're stepping through, we're not going to take any of this with us. It's being left. And as we transition this timeline, the universe is saying, okay, you want to shift into a higher dimension, but you're holding on to this. This doesn't reside up there in that place of love, of self-love, of absolute bliss. It does not reside there. So we're presenting it to you to become aware of it, that it's suppressed deep down in our root. There's an activation of the root going on. To be able to look at it from every single perspective. And what I'm being told is forgiveness. Forgiveness will heal our karma. Things that happened in our past, whether it's forgiveness of ourselves or others, the forgiveness will free us of karma, free us and liberate us. So we're moving through this intense time. We're all traveling through it together, but differently. To be aware and support each other, and to do our self-healing also, to rest, lots of rest during this time. And then we have the King of Swords, which is the feminine, which is beautiful because today is the divine feminine. And we're coming from that place of being second best. We are now coming into our own and owning our power and moving on our path. So this king has become, she's the feminine coming through now today, this beautiful energy. The air cards are, the swords are air cards, our thoughts, and she has there that magic wand. Our thoughts create our reality. If we keep thinking the same old thoughts, they do become our beliefs, and that's what we start to create in our reality, even if it's not true. So we are being asked to focus on our manifestations, focus truly on what uplifts us, what is good for us and what is good for everyone in our reality. Holding on to those thoughts now, moving through this time, moving through this powerful transformation that we're all going through. And it starts first with our thoughts, because if we keep telling ourselves the old stories that we are stuck, that we are in loss, we are in grief, anything like that, then that becomes our reality. That's what we build all around us. When we see that we are divinely supported, we have our ancestors, we have our angels, our guides, divine masters supporting us and guiding us, and they will only guide us with love. They won't guide us with loss and putting fear in us, never. They guide us with love, and we are being asked to declutter our heads. Mercury is asking us, and Mercury is the planet that is associated with the magician in the tarot card deck. So the magician, Archangel Raziel, is asking us to stay in harmony, harmony of thought, harmony of emotions, calm emotions. And from there, we will make this transition really gracefully. The universe is conspiring to guide us through this powerful portal of this full moon, this blood moon, and being shown that it is activation of the root and activation of the ley lines also. So as we're bringing this energy in and anchoring it, it's going to anchor into the ley lines as well of Mother Earth. So lots going on during this time, and it is to just sit and meditate, quieten our mind, go out into nature, feel the heartbeat of Mother Earth beneath your feet, connect with Mother Earth, empty our minds, allow this downpouring of light to come in and uplift us, bring that enlightenment. We are receiving upgrades now and activation of our DNA. and upgrades at a very deep cellular level. So we're going through this time, but we're going to move through it, through this time of transformation into a higher vibration. That is, we focus on what makes us happy, and whatever's going on in our lives, we realize ultimately everything starts within before it starts to create outside of us. So then we come in and we start to fine-tune the way we think, the way we feel, the way we speak is so important. And the final card is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is nature. She is, so we've got three females in this card. Divine Feminine, and she is the Divine Feminine. She's the nurturer. She takes care of everything that she has. She is so grateful for everything in her life. She goes out into nature and blesses nature and connects and sends her roots deep down into the earth, and is very grounded, very practical, very prosperous, because she has the wisdom of knowing that whatever she focuses on, that is what she is ultimately going to manifest. And she knows that as she focuses on love and gratitude, that is ultimately what she is drawing to her. She doesn't have to force anything. She doesn't have to try and control anything. It actually, as we move into that alignment, we become magnets. So the energy starts to gravitate towards us as we come in that vibrational alignment with it. So she is the ultimate of prosperity, of happiness, of nurturing, of the Divine Feminine. So this is a beautiful day today to connect with our Divine Feminine, whether you're male or female. We have the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine within us, and it's about balancing that and honouring our Divine Feminine, allowing her to shine now, allowing her to blossom and to bring those beautiful, intuitive, spiritual gifts out without fear of being judged, without fear of being criticised in any way, without fear of being isolated. It's about being who we have come here to be. We have walked this path lifetimes. We have held this light lifetime after lifetime, and this light is eternal, and we'll carry on holding this light. As we focus on it, we become it. As we focus on it, we let go. All these outer layers dissolves until we're in that pure light of love that is the most powerful force in the universe. So today is the Divine Feminine, to celebrate, to feel the luck coming into our lives, where Jupiter is in Aries, lots of luck, good fortune. It's a lucky planet, Jupiter, and it's there bringing its frequency down. That all the planets are all sending their frequencies down to us, and we are tuning into it, whether we are aware of it or not, and they're bringing that frequency in to move us forward, really moving us forward now. But until we let go of the baggage, that is far too heavy now, and it does not serve us. It does not serve us in any way at all. Know that there is divine order to everything that's going on, and as we move forward and we take that wisdom of divine order and stay in alignment, we'll start to shift through these powerful transformations that we're all going through. So have a beautiful, beautiful evening, and connect with Mother Earth, and feel that divine feminine start to grow and nurture and heal anything that is going on in our lives as we ground and send those roots down, become grounded, not go off into the worst case scenarios in our heads, to bring it back and know that in this moment everything is well, everything is perfect. And even if we're going in a challenging situation, to really keep anchoring ourselves in the moment and breathing that divine light, whatever it is that's coming to the surface, whether it's anxiety or any kind of conflict, whatever, feeling isolated, feeling alone, breathe divine light in. Because as we're breathing the divine light in, we're telling the universe, this is not who I truly am anymore. I am now surrendering it into light. And the universe will dissolve and dissolve those layers until we go into the same situations, and we move gracefully through them. They don't affect us like they used to, and we're all becoming strong that way. We're all stepping into that strength now of knowing that we are divinely supported, divinely guided when we come out of our heads into our hearts, into our higher hearts, and know that the activations that are happening around the roots, so old memories may be coming up, and that's all they are. It's just a memory. It's a time in our lives that we're not that person anymore. We've moved, and neither are those people that surrounded us in them times. Everybody's different now. We've moved on. So it is to really come into this moment with pure gratitude and forgiveness, and allow anything that is troubling us to dissolve into the light as we're moving forward now in alignment. So I'm sending so much love. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening, and thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you.